Speaking of that, other draft picks that aren't supposed to happen, there's a little rule. Don't take running backs in the first round, right? There's no value to it. There's nothing worth in that fifth-year option. It's always better just to replace him after 4 than worry about a fifth-year option, so you take him around 2. I'm about to talk about any team that might break that running back rule this year, and I want your take back on this one, Jeremy. To me, everything screams Cowboys take Bijan Robinson.
Yeah. I think they're 24th, right?
Yes. So that wouldn't be that bad, right? You're deep in the first round. It's a logical place. But the thing about the first round, right, is that magical fifth-year option. I think the Eagles could have a better chance at taking him than the Cowboys. So if any team does it, I actually think the Eagles will do it, and they have this mindset after letting Miles Sanders go. They get him on a discount for 4 years in that offense. The kid is gonna be a stud. It would be. He might be
the number 1 overall fantasy pick.
It would be action-packed. He's starting to gain a lot of buzz. But I think he slides. I think he slides all the way to the second round.
No chance.
And I think teams really start looking at other running backs like Jahmyr Gibbs, who has so much tread on the tires, Alabama. He's got so much to play for. Zach Charbonnet, who I'm not that big on. He couldn't really cut it in Michigan. He had to bounce around and come back home to UCLA. So I'm not big on Charbonnet.
He crushed it this last year.
He did, but he's got a lot of carries on him. Akane from Texas A&M, home run hitter, didn't really get used that well in what's his name's system. Sorry, coach, I'm forgetting your name, but Texas A&M. Jimbo Fisher. Sorry, coach. But yeah, your scheme didn't really highlight Akane's abilities to the best of it, but I think Tyjae Spears, man, if you remember that kid gutting USC in the bowl game this year, I'm really big on him, and I think he could be like a 4th round guy. So, I mean, I could see Cowboys and the teams, the Eagles, that are really high on Bijan, deciding, let me take one of these high-end wide receivers. Let me take an O-lineman, somebody that I really want that fifth-year option on versus a running back. So that's my take. You think somebody grabs him?
Bijan's definitely going in the first round, 100%. I think it could. I think the Eagles have 2 picks. I think like 9 and 16, something like that. I think he's a prime destination there. I think the Cowboys, they might have to trade up. I think the true logical one where it makes sense draft pick-wise, 22 to the L.A. Chargers. You let Austin Eckler go test that free agency. You let him get out there, and you bring in a Bijan Robinson, as you mentioned, 4 years where you don't really have to pay them.
I didn't even think about the Chargers. That would be a nice
He's going to be a slam dunk pick, and anyone who's a fantasy fan, that should be your interest watching the draft to see where he falls. I guarantee he'll be a first-round pick in everyone's fantasy draft. He has a chance to be number 1 overall.
You think he's a first-round fantasy pick out the gate?
Yes, I do.
Right out the gate.
Because the running back range is so weird now. Like, you're going to see all kinds of wide receivers go in the first round. Travis Kelce's going to go in the first round. Why the hell would Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes not go? Like, you need consistency. How many years, anyone that plays fantasy out there, how many years have you drafted somebody, a running back specifically, they get injured, they underperform, it's a wasted first-round pick. Go with what you know is going to work. Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Travis Kelce.
So you think Robinson's going to be a first-round pick, though? You're naming all these guys.
I think he's in there with the Christian McCaffrey. He's better than Dalvin Cook. Like,